Hello, and welcome to Getting Started with ZippyDoc. In this video, we will show how to use the Clean task in ZippyDoc. Clean can be used to take care of data hygiene issues by removing unnecessary white spaces, line breaks, duplicate entries, and characters from a data table. For text entries, Clean can also be used to change the case of data entries to uppercase, lowercase, or title case. The dataset we are using for this example contains invoice data collected from multiple sources. Because they come from different sources, the invoice numbers have different prefixes. Some have INV, some have invoice, while others have ID. Some of the entries appear indented because they have white spaces at the beginning. Also, there are duplicate entries. For instance, 990 and 631 have multiple entries with different prefixes. In this example, we're going to create a deduplicated list of invoices that contain only the number part of the invoice. In order to get started, we need to add the data table to a ZippyDoc flow. You can find information about how to add a table to a flow in our previous video. In this case, we have already added the table to a flow. We then add the Clean task to the flow. We can do this by clicking the Select Task button and choosing the Clean task from the available list. The task has now been added to the flow, and we can update the description of the task. It is always a good idea to briefly describe what a task is doing. In this case, we'll type Clean's invoice numbers. We can then start entering the parameters. The first pane in the Parameter tab is Select Input Table. In Select Table, we will select Data. And in Select Columns to apply, we will select Invoice. The next pane is Select Cleaning Options. From the available list, we will select Leading White Space, Duplicate Rows, Letters, and Punctuation. Next is the Define Output Table pane. In Output Table Name, we'll type Output, and we will leave the other fields unchanged. And now we can run this task. Once the task has been executed, a new output table will be generated. We can see that ZippyDoc has created a new tab named Output, which has a deduplicated list of all invoice numbers. Although this is a simple example, Clean is a powerful task that can be used for standardization and normalization of data, which are important for accuracy of all data analysis. Thank you for joining us in this instructional video series for ZippyDoc. We will see you in the next video.